Reservoir in the Zangermarsh zone in the Burning Crusade expansion. I'm getting ready to head into the Coilfang Reservoir and do the 3 instances that are there. I'm not doing the raids until another time. So for now we're just going to do the 3 instances. So let's head down and get ourselves positioned. Into the water I go. I'm going to use my sea turtle. These instances are accessed by going into this pipe. You see other people heading in below me. There we go. Oops, that's a graphical error. There we go, we're in the reservoir proper. My sea turtle will probably disappear soon. There we go. And we pop up for air, and there we go, we've made it in. Now, there are 3 instances down here, and one of them is the, oh boy. One of them is a steam vault, one of them is a slave pens, and the other one is, I cannot remember. And I can't remember which one I'm supposed to do first. But thankfully, I wrote down the list for my wife. So she just has to look to her left and read the first one. The slave pens. The slave pens is the first one in Coilfang Reservoir?
That's right.
Alright then. So let me pull up the map here. Oh, the map doesn't show me shit. Well, isn't that typical? So we're going to have to look around for the slave pens to figure out which one that is. Let's see if it's this one. That's the steam vault, so that's not the right one. What's the one I'm forgetting the name of?
Underbog?
Underbog, that's it, yeah. Is this the Underbog? No, this is the slave pens, okay. Does it go slave pen, steam vault, Underbog?
Slave pens, Underbog.
Oh, for frick's sakes. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Get in here, take a look at the map. It's a sizable instance, but it's not that big. People may recognize it from doing the Fire Festival Ahune quest in here. That only requires you to go very small distance into the cave. And fighting a major boss that's scaled to your level. I'm pretty sure it's scaled to your level. Now, in these areas, you're going to want to kill only the guy who's running the slaves. You can kill all of them if you want. I can't remember if you get rep from killing everybody or just the actual slave driver. Let's find out here. Oh, you do get rep from killing the little guys. They turn green and run away as soon as you kill the slave drivers, though, so it might not be... They might not be able to be killed after you've killed the slave drivers. I'm not going to worry about killing them, they're not aggling on me, so fuck it. That's right, I said fuck it.
In its ear.
Right in its ear, right in its lofty ear. Okay. So, everything's down. I don't think I can skin anything. No. This is where your dudes would be hanging out right around in this Corium vein, trying to summon Ahune, or the power to stop Ahune, or whatever the... Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to pound on the mic. That was an accident. And Ahune comes out right about where these guys are standing, actually. The secret to killing Ahune is not to attack Ahune until Ahune is already down his external shields by killing all the myriad of... you always get one bad egg. Myriad of waves of bad guys to send at you. One bad egg. You know, I forgot again to sell. Really gotta start remembering to do that shit. I keep forgetting to do that crap. Okay, so anyway, we've killed off a little bit here, and that'll help us on our way out. We're going to actually go this way and then up through this, okay? During the announcement of Legion today, I was hoping to hear that the Naga or the Ogres have become a new playable race. Sadly, that is not the case. The situation is that they've introduced a new hero class, the Demon Hunter, and looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. We'll see how it goes. The expansion on a whole looks good. I'm just concerned they haven't shot their wad at Blizzard because the expansion involves the Burning Legion, and as far as I'm concerned, as well as a lot of the Warcraft community, the Burning Legion should be the final bosses of the entire game. So there's a possibility. I don't think it's probably very likely. I think it's only, you know, a maybe, a very, very thin maybe, that it's the final expansion. I'm sure that at some point somebody else on YouTube that I've watched a lot of videos from, Danger Dolan, will have a comment on that after having seen the information. Perhaps. Okay, I'm not going to bother killing these guys, mainly because most groups won't. They'll head up the ramp and go after the Bossy Boss next. Here's Bossy Boss number 1. Bossy Boss number 1 is down. That was quick, wasn't it? Now up here you can go one of two ways. They both lead the same way. They both have the same mobs on the path. It doesn't really matter. I almost always come the right way. I don't know why. I turn right when I get to the top of the ramp. You can kill everything for rep, of course. I don't know if you want to bother. I'm not going to kill all of them. I'm just going to kill the ones in my way. Not much rep anyway, unless you're killing a boss. Okay, so then you get to the other side, and some people have had trouble with this. I don't know why. Not so much recently, but back in the day, people used to have a hell of a time doing this jump. It's not even, you don't even need to jump. Okay, the other side goes about the same distance. And again, I'm on this side. I don't know why. It's just how I've always done it. And as you can see, there's water down there to jump into. But people, I think they've altered it now that you can't possibly die. And see, I jumped as far as I could, and I couldn't quite reach anything. But for some reason, I remember back in the day, people had trouble with that. Now, if you're doing the quest in this instance, you got to go up this ramp. If you're not doing the quest in this instance, or have already done the quest in this instance, no one's going to wait for you to go up here if you're the only person in your group who's doing it. Okay? But there is a quest to find these guys. So you gotta go up there and you gotta find these guys. I don't have the quest on me for some reason. Maybe it's picked up at the Cenarian Expedition. I don't see any quest givers popping up on the map there. The second boss is coming up. He's just on the other side of this. So there he is, Rockma the Crackler. We're going to drop him quickly. As soon as all these little dudes get taken care of, there we go. And he's a tank and spank, I know that for a fact. Okay, we've killed off 2 of the 3 bosses in order to get this complete. But it's quite possible that I completely missed getting any quests on the way into the instance. I'm looking and I don't have any quests at all for this instance, which means that while I was chatting, I walked right by the quest givers. Yikes. Well, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of doing the instance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, what I'll do then is I will go over the quests when I get to the end and discuss any odd things. I've already done that with one of them, and I'll do the second part as well. or when you have to find the herbalists. I think they're herbalists in the quest. Either way, I will go and I will talk about them when I get done this instance. I'll go out of my way to do that because I think I probably screwed that up myself. I think I probably screwed that up all by myself by talking too much. Probably the same reason I forgot to sell and repair. Second guy's right up here in the cage. You want to talk to him before fighting the final guy? Okay. Because I believe he gives you a quest if you turn in the first one. Letting him out of the cage summons bad guys. These bad guys right here. Okay. Yay, nature resistance and all stats and things. That's pretty good. Anyway, here comes the final boss. The final boss you have to actually lure out of the water. I don't. Technically. Just gonna swim right in and pop him one. Then I'll swim further in and loot his ass. So I apologize to those who are looking to see how the quests were done in this instance. I will fix that. And I'll ensure that the wife on this particular instance, the slave pens, you might want to make note of this wife.
Yeah.
You're going to want to make sure that you say something in the description saying that I forgot the instance quests on the way in, but go over the mechanics of all the quests at the end of the run. I basically came in, completely ignored the guys who gave me the quest, and started killing right away. I looked at the map, started talking about it, and headed in. That was completely my bad, and I do apologize profusely for that. Now there are mobs here that will be killed by you on the way in because you won't be able to sneak by them the way I did, given my level. So don't worry about going back this way because everything, if you've done everything the way I've just shown you, everything will be dead when you want to get back out, and you can take this swimming shortcut without a problem. Anything that's not dead that might come across your path as you come out actually walks around and is therefore easily avoided. I'm specifically talking about this dude right here. Okay. The point is I've shown you where the naturalists are. Both of them. So I can easily tell you how to do that quest. I've already shown you and I can show you on the map.
There's tips in the box. You needed to complete one of the quests.
What's that?
Your friend's back.
Oh, hello! Where is these guys? I'm pretty
We
sure.
wanted to know what you thought about the expansion review.
Actually, there are parts that I really liked. I think that introducing a new hero class is going to cause problems for people who don't like Death Knights for the same reason, being that noobs can basically become that class and then go into the game without knowing much or doing much in the way of instance work. I think that's going to be a problem. I think some of the zones look gorgeous. Was it Stonehelm? That zone in particular looked really wonderful.
I think
It was Stonehelm? I think that was the name of the
yeah.
zone. I think that the artifact idea, if they keep it up to release of the expansion, the way they've got the upgrading and stuff like that, I think that's wonderful because that harkens back to the original way the game was played back in Classic for talent trees. They've kind of done a new thing with the talent trees in the honor section. I think it's hilarious that they're taking a page from COD for the prestiges. But I like that. I've got a couple of PvP characters that will benefit greatly from doing that stuff. What else? I was just discussing not too long ago the fact that Legion could be the last expansion. I doubt it, but everybody has expected the Burning Legion to be the final ultimate bosses to complete the game, to actually have the end of the game. And so I don't know if this is an attempt to do that. I like the fact that they're bringing the Emerald Dream into it a bit, so people will shut up about it. That's a good idea. I think that it's a shame they didn't make a playable race, whether it's the Naga or Ogres or whatever. I think it's a shame they're not doing that. But I do like the Demon Hunters. They certainly look good. We'll have to see how they work. I think it's interesting they've only focused on 2 specs for that class. Melee, DPS, and tanking. So I think that's interesting as well. Let me just get these quick quests looked at and done here. Alright, a brother betrayed is which? Kill men of the betrayer. Okay, so that's just kill a boss. We didn't miss anything there. I did kill the boss. Alright, lost in action. This is the one I was talking about. Discovered happened to Naturalist Bite and Weeder Green Thumb. Now, one of them, I'm just going to quickly pull up the map. As I showed you, one of them is right here at the top of this ramp. The other one is at the top over here. I've actually made sure on the walk through the instance that I did in fact go to both those spots to show them, even though I forgot to pick up the quest. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. The other quest he's got, Heart of the Matter, is bring the Invader's Claw and the Slave Master's Eye. That's basically killing the other 2 bosses, picking up parts of them and bringing them back. Not a big deal. So I'm missing out on some money, missing out on some quest completions, but everything's fine. We're heading back out, heading to the next instance. Let me just get out here to the main area, and then I'm going to pause quickly, and then we'll head into the next